obviously there's a lot going on in your life and your family in this circumstance. This one, 662, is in my queue now. Laura put it in there. And you admitted to taking some item. Then after this, you had some other things going on. I set the matter for sentencing today. And here we are. You posted a $100 bond in this case. Ended up on Facebook and social media, and everybody had an opinion about it. What would you like me to know?
Right away, you can feel this ain't just a basic shoplifting case. The judge knows there's pain under the surface, and he's trying to balance law with humanity. And man, social media blowing up a case like this? That's a different kind of courtroom, the internet.
Mr. Gibson?
When we were here previously, when she did the plea, the court, I think, inquired if that she had any documentation to show that she had taken apparently one of her children to the Center for Health and Wellness on that same day. And so she did present today, it looks like a one-page medical record from Center for Health and Wellness dated January 9th, 2024 for one of her children.
Well, she said that they went by ambulance, in fact, hadn't they?
No, I went by ambulance that night to a mental facility because this completely destroyed my family.
And so if the court, I can provide the court the medical record if they want, if the court needs the medical record.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Now, as far as the case goes, there appears to be, her version is that, it was an accident, and that the police report indicates that they didn't see her talking on a phone, and so that, I think it's implied that she intentionally, stole this. But, as the court already is aware, she did suffer a lot of emotional distress over this when it was posted on Facebook. And, I think that sometimes maybe younger people, I think, that can even be a bigger deal. I think, social media tends to be more important for the younger you are. But I do believe she obviously had a lot of stress from it. So if we're talking about...
Listen, you can mess up. But when your mistake gets plastered all over Facebook, that turns into public punishment, and this woman got hit hard. No mercy from strangers, just likes, shares, and judgment. You feel that weight in her lawyer's voice.
This, I believe, she understands that this was something that, she made a terrible mistake. And, it's my understanding that after this happened and it was posted on Facebook, that she did have, I think, a friend or family member of hers contact the store to see if she could possibly either return the item or pay for it right, at that time. And, they indicated that they were just, that they were pressing charges and they didn't want to take the payment or anything. But she did try to resolve it, because I think part of the reason why this caused her so much stress is, it's my understanding, before this happened, she was like a regular customer at that store.
That's what the owner said.
And felt that she had, a relationship with the store. So I think, so I would ask the court, as I say, to provide a sentence that takes all this into account. Thank you.
Did you spend a night in jail?
No, that night, when it came about and I realized what had happened, I had checked myself into a mental institution. The amount of Facebook criticism that I got, it didn't just affect me, Judge, but it affected my kids, my family. I mean,
did they actually post the footage of the incident on the?
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I was under.
We've got Kleenexes right there.
I felt like I was on trial on Facebook. I mean, I got so many shares, and my kids had to endure that at school, and it was completely out of character for me. And I feel like just this past year has just been a downward spiral.
This part hurts. You hear the pain, not just hers, but her kids. Imagine your mom being called a thief online, classmates laughing, and your home crumbling from shame. People think cancel culture is just for celebs. No, it hits real folks too.
About the treatment relates to which case?
The treatment, after it came about to where I realized what had happened, I had put myself into a mental institution on 2 different occasions.
Yeah, you told me that,
and I had submitted documentation to my lawyer indicating what dates that I was there.
I got it. Because this occurred January 9th.
Yep.
So here, fast forward to the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I started when I was the prosecutor an embezzlers treatment group.
Okay.
And I was very proud of it. And I continued it when I was judge. There's a category of property offenders, retail fraud, embezzlement, many of which are women,
mm-hmm.
who have a compulsion to steal as a result of childhood trauma. And they're walking around with all kinds of baggage, and it results in, as adults, stealing stuff. So you would have been a perfect fit for our embezzler treatment program, but it died on the vine because the circuit court quit using it. Everyone quit using it after it lived for a while. But anyway, there's a new charge that you haven't been arrested or arraigned on yet.
Mm-hmm.
File number 241481 alleges that on or about July 4th, you were at the Walmart store in Three Rivers and you took something and skip scanned it. If I never saw another skip scan, it'd be all right with me.
And just when you think it's over, boom, another charge. Skip scanning at Walmart for under 17 bucks. At this point, it's not even about money. It's about chaos, trauma. And clearly, something deeper is broken.
All right. There is a charge where you could plead no contest. By pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened, and you allow or accept that a conviction would enter. This was a...
What does that mean?
Well, I'll explain in a minute. See if this jogs your memory. You were in the store for 48 minutes. You scanned a comforter set that was worth $56.88, but you put a $5.96 tag on it. You scanned a $39 camera that didn't scan, and 2 sodas. You paid for the sodas and the small blanket. You purchased $10.77 worth of stuff with a $20 bill, but the other items totaled $107, I think is what they said. $106.88. All right. One reason for pleading no contest is you don't have a memory of what happened. This happens sometimes in alcohol cases. Someone is drinking and driving, they hit a tree and they don't remember anything about it, and they wake up in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, well, I didn't say I didn't do it, I just don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's no contest. If you plead no contest, you don't admit what you did, but you also don't deny it. You would accept or allow that a conviction would enter. If you do plead no contest to this, I'm going to set it for sentencing at the same time as the domestic violence case.
What does sentencing look like?
I don't know, probably a fine, but you need some probation. Now, it also says you have a fraud charge out of Elkhart, Indiana.
This is where the judge gets real. You don't remember doing it? And yet, there's video. A whole 48 minutes. He lays it out like a teacher with receipts. This ain't judgment, it's reality check.
Set it for a pretrial and appoint a lawyer for you.
And how long will that be?
The next pretrial would be October 4th.
Okay, I'll just do no
contest.
or not guilty.
All right, not guilty? All right, that's fine. You can't go to Walmart.
Okay.
This is an open warrant. Arraignment. You're not guilty.
And then do I just contact them?
I'll give you the paperwork. You're not guilty. Appoint an attorney.
Okay.
That's attorney pretrial for $10, $5, $8, $30. We call warrant. Bond, $200 PR.
Not guilty? That's bold. Especially when there's another case and a warrant from Indiana hanging over her. But honestly, part of me wonders if she's just overwhelmed, like she's drowning in legal quicksand and doesn't know which way is up.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So will I contact that warrant department and figure out what I need to do with them?
In Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Elkhart County. Yes.
Okay.
That's all I know about it.
Okay.
But they have a warrant for your arrest for some sort of fraud charge, but they didn't want to extradite you. So I don't know anything about what
Okay.
it's about.
I will definitely call them today and figure out what is going on there.
All right. I recall this incident. All right. You need to go out to the counter to post that PR bond. Now, they're going to give you the attorney's name and number. I want you to call them.
Okay.
They're going to get this police report, including this video. So you can see the video. Maybe that'll help jog your memory.
Okay.
Or maybe it'll show you didn't do it. I don't know. But
Okay.
Speaking Ed, the case wraps. But it doesn't really end, does it? She's walking out free for now. But she's got calls to make, charges to face, trauma to untangle. And the saddest part? She's not evil. She's broken. And this system doesn't always know the difference.